What's up guys, this is Void of Dust Gaming, your channel for fresh Arena Valor content. And as Zack Snyder's Justice League just has been released, the video today fits perfectly to the theme. We are going to take a look at Superman, and that video or that game happened by accident. I was thinking that they had kind of reworked Superman already. There have been patch notes that Superman gets some kind of different state where you can choose between the flying and the walking mode. It should be easier to control him, and I thought that they had already included it in the game, and I wanted to try out the new feature. So what you guys are seeing is basically the current state of the game with the current state of the build with the current Superman. And while the game was starting a little bit awkward from beginning onwards, it went better at the end of the video, but you guys are going to see for yourself if you check out the gameplay that's going to follow after some intro, where I'm going to show you my build with the Arcana and the equipment that I'm using, as you will always find in my videos. If you like this kind of content, I would be super happy if you become a new subscriber if you haven't already subscribed to this channel, and a like is always appreciated, as well as your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. Feel free to write down whatever you want to write. So without further ado, I would say let's hop right into the game. Okay, so quick recap. What we are building is basically a hybrid and a hybrid build between tankiness on the one hand, and we do sport some damage on the other hand. And as you can see, this contains of 3 different types of armor. We have the Gaia Standard and the Mail of Pain, which work basically against physical as well as magic attacks from incoming sources. Then we are going with Odin's Will with some armor and the increased movement and damage that's coming from the item from the passive. And we're taking Rank Breaker and Fenris to complete our beat and build up some damage. From the boots, from the movement wise, we are going with the Gilded Greaves, because Gilded Greaves have overall the best impact on Superman. You're going to fly towards the enemies, crash into their ranks, and then you want to escape as quickly as possible. Therefore, this is the boot that is most suitable for Superman's playstyle at the moment. Arcana wise, I'm going to build up some HP while still including some damage. HP is a really good thing to do because, as I said, you are going to crash into the enemy lines most of the times. Therefore, you want to have this little booster in terms of your health points. Otherwise, you are just dying too quickly, as you might see in the upcoming video from time to time. The build contains of 10 times Indomitable for armor, max HP, and some attack speed. We've got Benevolence in there for some additional HP and some movement speed. And then I'm going with Skewer for the armor pierce, because otherwise you are just going to have trouble with tanks and other enemies sorts of with some more HP. Enchantment wise, I was trying the Avata build with Forest Wanderer to slow down enemies so that you can land multiple attacks after you have engaged. And then of course, in addition to that, we're going with the Nature's Gift here to give us even more HP, complements the build from before, and we're going with Tower Blessing. And on the second tree, we're going with League of Humans with Enhanced Restore. That's basically the to go for enchantment here, as well as Devourer for some magic and HP and mana restoration aspects. So that's the build. I'd say let's check out the gameplay. All right, let's do this. Okay, so as many players are going with the current teleport thing, this kind of throw thing, I went in for the lane assist here, checking out if there's something that I can actually engage in. You always want to come from the side, and if the best way to do it is if you are able to get in and drag things out. That's like the thing that you want to accomplish. I was being a little bit risky here, but the normal attack, even if you don't fly, is actually quite strong from the beginning, and that's something that Superman always packed, no matter when you were playing him. His abilities are quite strong, even if you haven't got any stuff from the items, or if you don't have anything from that sort of maxed ability stuff. I wasn't really thinking that Violet would be there, so I thought the only person that I would have to fight against would be Tara, and therefore I was just crashing right into that brush with the idea to kind of push her back, and then after that I would have had the opportunity to activate my second skill, and then everything would have been fine. That was of course a mistake. Should have used my normal attack instead of the laser eye beam thingy, because therefore I was just pushing her right into the tower, and that meant to push her back to safety, because otherwise we would have eventually had the opportunity to make a play. So Superman still feels a little bit off with his controls. That's kind of like the drawback why I think he is not the easiest of all characters there in the game to play him. It's just not something that's super easy to use, and therefore especially players who have just started to play on a mobile phone will have their difficulties. As I'm not the best player, I totally have difficulties to play him. It got better, so you need a lot of practice, but still, of course, you can do even better, a lot better than I did. And it shows. Right now, the game is 0-2, and you might just think, wow, is that just one of these games where Void is actually not really being good, completely inting in, and they are losing the game eventually, but you need to see for yourself, because the game takes at least another 12 minutes, and of course the tide of the battle can always change. So right now we have spotted a Wukong and a Natalia in the jungle, and one good thing is Superman is actually super fast. So we do get the kill on Natalia here, and right now I am helping out Telenas / stealing some of her farm. And that roaming aspect is really something that makes Superman shine. Like, he's really fast, he's able to position enemies throughout the game, and as you can see, you are quite capable of just dealing damage and doing things to the enemies, and as you can see, that worked out quite well. So from a 0 to 1, I was able to go back to 2 kills with basically no problem. And my abilities do get stronger, so even my I'm sorry, even my normal attacks are now, even my first ability is now able to get some really decent wave play. So wave play is good, movement speed is good. If they are changing his abilities to be pulled off a little bit easier, that would be an overall improvement. Here we go. That was not clever at all, but Bright comes in and Guts come out. No, that's Butterfly. Bright goes in and we are able to make them repel. I was thinking about tower diving here, but as you can see, Vera took a lot of tower shots to herself, and I just thought, okay, we don't want to be that person who's going to get all the tower shots, and therefore I was able to just play a little bit safer. I was able. I was the one who intended to do so. So another kill here, quite impressive. And that the good thing was about that we had the speed to clear off. Oh my goodness, yeah, that was bad. That was super bad. False decisions have been made as well as good decisions. I think some of the kills, like 2 of the kills, could have been prevented, but yeah, then you know, on the other hand, my temper is just a little bit greedy and I wanted to see, sometimes I just want to see if I can fight enemies. That's basically just the deal. I want to find out how strong I am at the moment, and then I'm just doing things and fighting things, and therefore, yeah, well, I know that my Superman game can be improved a lot, especially using the items to the fullest and stuff like that really needs an upgrade, but I think you can do decent if you play Superman on a little bit longer basis. Oh my god, that was something where I was thinking, oh my god, that is so bad. She is actually getting away with that. That would have been pretty damn bad if that would have happened, just because I was shoving her around. But we do get the kill on Violet. There has been a kill for our Bright, a double kill. So he's fueling himself even more. And I think that's always a good thing, to have something who is as powerful as Bright and give him a double kill. So right now, the current status of the game, 4-1 Bright. That meant that he was sitting on a 2-1, quite decent. Even better if he's on a 4-1 and he sees the right spot. Enemies are completely occupied doing things on other ways, and he is about to go in on the tower. And I think he done pretty damn good on that. Bloodbath, again. I'm able to get a kill, he's able to get a kill, so now we are on a 5-4-4. Basically, that should have been a 5-2-4. But if not for my temper, I just can't control myself from time to time. So we have been widening the gap in between the teams a little bit. So now it's 18 versus 13, but I think it's a nice back and forth game, but you can already start to see that our tower game is better than the enemies, while we have every single tower still super functional. Only the top tower is a little bit scratched. One can tell that the enemy towers don't look as good as ours, because we have already been getting some of theirs. Yeah, that's 5 in total, and we are about to get the 6th. What's really good about Superman is the potential to kind of split push, because as I said, your wave clear is super decent. It's really good. And on the other hand, as you are quite mobile, you have no problem to switch from one lane to the other. And I think that's something where he can be played in a really good manner. So that's something that one can, of course, use and abuse. I was just realizing that shoving Violet back under the tower and fighting her there might not be the brightest idea that I had in this game, and therefore I was just saying to myself, okay, look, we should go back and we should do something useful. For example, clear the wave, help our team to get the Darkslayer, and the Darkslayer has been killed. So we've got everything it needs to end this game quickly. 9.5 minutes played. I see that Tara is about to get one of the first towers. I see that Telenas is already making her way up to the top lane. I think that I might get some farm, and here we go. With the speed of light, I'm able to get into the minion wave and just crush it. And as I see that my team is fighting, I take a brief look using the game's mechanics, and I'm able to shut down Natalia. I mean, that's really nice about Superman. You are basically coming from the side, you are super fast, you deal a lot of damage combined. That's something really good. And we're even able to help our Aram here with the pushing ability that we have. So Superman saved the day, at least for Aram again. And yeah, Bright is able to get the Crixie here. Now Violet comes back in again, and we of course, need to be careful right now so that so that we're not killed here. There we go. As I said, wave clear. I can't stress it enough. Wave clear is so good on Superman. It's really, I kind of enjoyed the game with him. Like when I was playing him at first, that felt like a nightmare. He was being slow. He's being crazy awkwardly, not slow, but crazy awkwardly from the directions. But as soon as you get a hang of it, it actually makes sense. And that's something that you can pull off if you just play him a couple of games. Like 20 are enough to kind of get a feeling on how to control him. But that's the time you need to invest into him to kind of make him work a little bit more for you. So as you can see, there is a fight going on right now at the bottom lane, and this is something with what Superman wants. We can dive in, we can deal damage, we can kill things here. Now another Natalia to boot, and there's another kill for our Bride, and we were able to help him out here to get a 6-4-9, so 9 assists already, and that will come up to a really decent game score at the end of it. And again, wave clear. Wave clear is key to this game, as you see that we are pushing every tower lane possible. So we've got minions coming from the bottom lane, we've got minions occupying occupying Crixie in the middle lane. I was shoving them onto the top lane, and now I'm back on the middle lane again. So we're doing a really good game here in terms of minion management. And now, because the enemy is basically completely lost while kind of controlling the waves or just kind of defending against the minions at different spots, we are able to get the second Darkslayer of today's game without a problem here. What has been really easy, not contested in any kind of way, and now we dropped it in the middle lane, which makes sense because it's the lane that has the shortest distance to travel, well, from the middle tower onwards. And there we go. So I wanted to suicide a little bit in terms just in order to help my team out here, and as you can see, it was enough to bait Wukong into jumping a little bit out of tower range, and without any problem my team was able to get 3 additional kills here. You can see it on my counter. I'm pushing back Crixie here just to make our dragon even more efficient. We do get another tower, and with the help of the minions and my pushing back abilities, we win the game after 12 something-ish minutes. And there we go. Putting myself here. Bride wins the MVP. I think that was kind of clear, but let's check out the other stats. And I am second best player with 11.1. That's the build that you've seen from the beginning of the game. 21.6% damage, so that's the second highest damage in our team. 20.8% damage taken. And I think we can be quite happy with the end result. I hope you guys liked today's video. If so, give a thumbs up and tune in 2 days ahead to see another video on my channel, then next time in German. Bye bye guys.